This episode is brought to you by William Hill's Final One Standing. Can you outlast the AFTV crew? Step up or step out.
AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players will be linked with a transfer move to Arsenal.
Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that be linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. I'm just in a lounge at the moment at the airport, getting ready to fly to Hong Kong. Singapore is done. It's over. I can't believe it. It's been brilliant over here. I've absolutely loved it in Singapore. And what a fantastic night it was last night as well. First of all, before I get into the game, got to big up the England women's team. That was fantastic last night. Winning the Euros now back to back, and Arsenal ladies contributing big time last night. Russo with the equalising goal. We were all watching it. And then who got the winning penalty? And actually on that equalising goal, it was Chloe Kelly with the assist. And then the winning penalty, Chloe Kelly, Arsenal through and through. Michelle Aggerman, young player of the tournament, another Arsenal player, absolutely brilliant. Congratulations going out to all of those ladies. It was great watching it. I was actually watching it with some Newcastle fans as well. And on that, the game, absolutely brilliant yesterday. For friendly, I thought it was a really, really physical game. Newcastle gave us a good game. They were leading. We then went 2-1 ahead. Then they got the equaliser. I don't know what Raya was doing. Somebody said he must have been jet lagged, right? When on that second goal, right? And then the Max Dowman show. We've been talking on this show about signings when we've got this incredible kid, 15 years old. He just starred the show last night for me. Unbelievable performance. And it was the Max Dowman. That was everybody was talking about Max Dowman, an absolutely awesome performance by him over the last two games. And it's been great in Singapore. But just at the airport now, getting ready to fly out to Hong Kong, where Arsenal going to be taking on Tottenham Hotspur. And so I've got some transfer news for you. Just before I get into that, by the way, just to let you guys know that we're going to be playing a game called Final One Standing. We've teamed up with William Hill to bring you this game. All you got to do to play this game is each week you pick one team, right? If your team wins, you go through to the next round. If your team draws or loses, you're out. You lot are always in the comments saying that we don't know ball. Well, now it's your chance to prove it. Could you predict the Premier League if we offered you £500,000 to do it? We've partnered with William Hill to bring you Final One Standing. The rules are simple. Pick a Premier League team every week. Win, you stay in. Lose or draw, you're out. But you can only pick each team once. It's free to play, and there's £500,000 up for grabs. That's right, £500,000. Perfect. You need to have a William Hill app to play, so scan the QR code on the screen or hit the link in the description below to get involved. 18 plus, UK only. Please gamble responsibly. Terms and conditions apply, and full terms are in the link below. Let's see who's the final one standing. Now we're all going to be playing it. I'm going to be playing it. Turkish. Cecil will probably go out in the first round with his ball knowledge. Only joking. All of us are going to be playing it. I remember we played it last year in the office, right? I can't remember who won it. I can't remember who won it last year, but this one is far better, right? Because it's free to play, and somebody's going to be winning a share of £500,000, right? And so if you want to get involved. All you got to do is scan the QR code on the screen if you want to play Final One Standing, and let's see who's going to be Final One Standing. Remember, you've got to be 18 plus to play though, right? And based in the UK only, and please gamble responsibly. But if you want to play the game, click the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen, and you never know. Couple of quid in your pocket? Well, more than a couple of quid. But of course, transfers. First of all, if I get into the news today, gotta just say that it was great to see you know, Victor Gyokeres on that pitch announced yesterday in front of all the fans in Singapore. Literally, the whole place was going like this. And great to see that deal get over the line. I just feel that this is a huge signing for Arsenal. It's a huge moment for Arsenal. We've wanted a striker for such a long time, and to get the striker in was really, really good. And to see him on the pitch and announced, especially for me who does transfer daily every day. And I remember a lot of times people sort of saying in the comments, it ain't going to happen, we ain't going to get him. To see it happen, to see him on the pitch and that done is absolutely brilliant. And Mikel Arteta was asked in his press conference about future signings, who's coming in next, what else you're going to do. And his quotes were this, he says, the market is still going on, we have to balance out the squad. I think we'll be open if we can. Make of that off as you want. He also said, let's see, the market is still going on. As I said, this thing about balancing out the squad, I was like, but the priority right now is Eze. Eze is the priority. Eze is the player that Arsenal are trying to get. And, you know, a lot of the journalists reporting that Arsenal now are really pushing on to try and get this deal. There's been some quarters that are saying that, you know, personal terms have already been agreed between Eze and Arsenal, and also that Crystal Palace are accepting, you know, that Arsenal will put down an initial £30 million. Now, I'm not 100% sure yet if there's been club-to-club full talks on this one. I think that still needs to begin. But certainly, it does look like the priority for Arsenal is going to be Eberechi Eze. And if they can pull this deal off, it would be amazing. Tottenham, who are also interested, and I sort of spoke about this on yesterday's show, they seem to have cooled their interest in him. They did go in for Morgan Gibbs-White. That's fallen through for them. But at this moment in time, it doesn't look like they're coming back in for him. And it looks like Arsenal, at the moment, have got a clear run at Eze. So if they could get this deal done, this would be absolutely brilliant. And speaking to a lot of fans yesterday, they're sort of like, get this done, and that completes, you know, they'd want more, but that would complete this transfer window, and it would be an awesome transfer window. But talks continuing regarding Eberechi Eze is one that we're going to have to keep our eye on throughout this transfer window. But Eze still looking like a priority for Arsenal. Of course, we talk a lot about players incoming, but it's about keeping hold of players as well. William Saliba yesterday asked by Curtis in the press conference. Curtis Shaw, Cecil was, asking him, William Saliba, a few words. And he said, well, he intimated that he's staying at Arsenal, because Curtis said to him, are you going to sign a new contract at Arsenal? And he sort of said, God willing.
William, one more question. When are you going to sign the new contract? We're waiting.
Bro, hopefully sooner.
Okay, hopefully. God willing. God is great.
Good
Every
to see
time.
you, yeah? Good to see you. See you in Hong Kong.
So, looks like William Saliba will sign a new deal at Arsenal, and that is great news that we're tying down these absolute top quality players to new deals. So that's very, very positive on William Saliba. Reece Nelson, we spoke about yesterday. Talks are still going on with Fulham. Those talks are advanced, but it does look like he is going to become a Fulham player, and that he will be leaving the club. And Gabriel Jesus, this one gets interesting by the day. Yesterday, I told you that Brighton are interested in signing Gabriel Jesus. We know already that Palmeiras are interested, Flamengo are interested over there in Brazil. We know that the player himself has given the green light for a move away from Arsenal, which really surprised me. Remember, he's still injured as things stand. Well, today, rumours out there that Newcastle are also interested in signing Gabriel Jesus. Of course, Newcastle need a striker. You know, we all know what's happening with them and Alexander Isak. But now Newcastle in the mix to try and get Gabriel Jesus. It is crazy that so many teams are interested in him when you consider that he's injured. He must be near to coming back from injury at the moment, with so many clubs interested in signing him. But Gabriel Jesus now interesting Newcastle United. And that, wow, Andrea Berta really is doing some serious work this summer. So those are the transfer rumours for today. As I said, we're heading over to Hong Kong now to see Arsenal play against Tottenham. Looking forward to that game, looking forward to meeting the fans over there. And remember, each day we'll keep you up to date with all of the transfer rumours. You will not miss a thing, right? So keep it locked here on AFTV, and we'll catch you tomorrow.